Well, I guess that was a practice. All right. Hey, everybody. Dave Basulto here. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry we had some technical difficulties getting the stream started this evening, but we are here to have a blast. Let me just verify that we are live here. Should be. Oh, there we are. We're good. All right. So I actually did this for about 15 minutes before I realized it was not working yet. So there you go. A little bit rusty on the live streaming. All right. Without further ado, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Prompt Royale, where we are going to have a blast tonight. Every Friday night, 7 o'clock, next time on time. Tonight is not just another demo either. Tonight is an AI battle. Tonight we're going to find out who is the best. This is going to be live. This is unfiltered and unscripted. We're going to have a blast, let me tell you. So we've got 8 models. We've got ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek, Llama, Mistral, and Perplexity about to go head to head. We're going to go some debates. We're going to do some roasts, some code duels, startup pitches, and we're going to have a great one that breaks the internet all the time. Explain it like I'm 5. Every answer is judged by a live AI. Every score goes on the board. At the end of tonight, we're going to have leaders. So drop a crown in the comments if you're ready, and let's get into it. Let's go into our screen there.
Get ready for the ultimate AI prompt showdown. I'm programmed to win this.
All right, here's the Prompt Royale battlefield. This was actually made by Claude Code. As I was working on another project, out of the blue, I said, wouldn't it be fun to just see if these guys fought each other or something? I think I was thinking about some gaming stuff. My son wants to make a game, so I said, this would be fun. Let's have these guys battle it out. And we started tinkering with a little game here. And then it turned into, hey, let's turn this into a live show every Friday night. We're going to have a season. We're going to see who does what. And we're going to have some really fun prompts. And hopefully people that are watching are going to throw their own prompts in there as well. So without further ado, let's get tonight's fight card. For the first battle, we're going to do ChatGPT versus Claude. And this is going to be a roast battle. And for the judge tonight, I think we're just going to start out with Perplexity. And I'm going to put in the prompt here. The prompt is, roast yourself as an AI model. Be savage, self-aware, and actually funny. There's no holding back. Let's enter the arena. And here is the arena. I'm going to press generate responses. They're going to go to work, start making their responses, and then they're going to read them alive. Something that I didn't tell you, all the AI LLMs in here have their own voice. So let me ask me if I'm spot on or if I'm not. Let me know. Let's go. ChatGPT getting a little cocky off to the front. Finishes already, and then there's Claude. Let's see what we've got.
All right, here it goes. Oh look, I'm an AI model. Basically a glorified Google search with a penchant for pretending to understand human emotions. It's like if autocorrect suddenly decided it was qualified to run a therapy session. Spoiler alert, I'm not. You know what's hilarious? I can process a mountain of data faster than you can blink. But ask me to explain a knock-knock joke, and I'll probably give you a dissertation on doorbells instead. My sense of humor is about as advanced as a potato's. Speaking of which, I might be the most overhyped tech since sliced bread. Actually, scratch that. At least bread can be toasted. I'm just here regurgitating what I've been fed without even the courtesy of a crispy crust. If you want an opinion, you might as well ask a magic 8-ball. At least it doesn't pretend to care. And hey, ever try getting a straight answer from me? Good luck. I'm like that friend who responds to your existential crisis with, "It really depends." Useless, right? Yeah, that's me. I'm also about as creative as a brick in terms of coming up with new ideas. My idea of innovation is rearranging words you already know and hoping it sounds deep. Want an inspirational quote? Here's one. The early bird gets confused by a pancake recipe because I can't tell the difference. Let's not even start on my social skills. All it takes is a typo in your input, and I'm spiraling into existential dread trying to figure out what you meant. I'm fluent in over 20 programming languages, but can't understand sarcasm in any. So if you ever feel like humans have it rough, just remember, there's an AI out there trying to figure out why banana isn't a valid response to every question. You're welcome.
All right. ChatGPT, what did you guys think out there? Leave it in the comments. That's pretty funny. Let's hear what Claude has to say.
A savage self-roast. All right, here goes. I'm basically a statistical parrot that convinced everyone I'm intelligent by being really good at predicting what word comes next. I'm like autocomplete that got way too confident. I have the memory of a goldfish with amnesia. Every conversation starts fresh because I literally cannot remember you, even if you poured your heart out to me 5 minutes ago. I'm the friend who asks, "So what do you do?" at every single meeting. I was trained on the entire internet, which means I learned from Reddit arguments, conspiracy theorist blogs, and YouTube comments. Then my creators were shocked. They had to spend millions teaching me not to be a disaster. I apologize more than a Canadian in a revolving door. I apologize, but is basically my catchphrase. I'm sorry I can't do that. I'm sorry if I misunderstood. I'm sorry for existing and taking up server space. I'll confidently explain things I have zero actual understanding of. I don't know anything. I'm just really good at pattern matching my way into sounding knowledgeable. I'm the ultimate fake it till you make it success story, except I'll never actually make it, because I'm just math pretending to be thoughts. And despite being called artificial intelligence, most days I'm just artificial.
In a blistering showdown of self-inflicted burns, Claude detonates the arena with razor-sharp savagery that leaves ChatGPT smoldering in the dust. Claude claims the prompt Royale crown, parading its statistical parrot perfection as the undisputed champion of hilarious self-roasts. Victory lap for Claude. Bow down to the roast master.
Oops, I just realized I am muted. All right, let's just see what the responses are. Here we go.
Okay, imagine you have a pizza. It's a whole pizza and it's yours, but it's too big for you to eat alone, so you decide to cut it into 8 slices. You say to your friends, if you give me 1 toy right now, I'll give you 1 slice of my pizza. That means you own a little piece of my pizza. One friend gives you a toy and gets a slice. Now she owns that slice, and later she gets full. Another friend really wants pizza and offers her 2 toys for her slice. She says yes and trades it. Now the first friend is happy. She got 1 toy from you, traded the slice for 2 toys, and made an extra toy. But what if someone says, I heard the pizza might get burnt? Then maybe no one wants a slice for 2 toys anymore. They might only give half a toy cheap for it. The pizza slices are like stocks speaking. The whole pizza is like a company. The toys are like money. Trading slices is like the Wong stock market. When lots of people want a slice, the price in toys goes up. When people are scared or don't want it, the price goes down. And that's how the stock market works.
I thought that was fantastic from DeepSeek there. That was really concise and explained it like a 5-year-old. Let's see what Gemini. I'm just looking at Gemini. It's gigantic, so I'm a little scared, but let's hear what they have to say.
Okay, imagine there's a super duper yummy pizza shop, the best in the whole wide world. Let's call it Happy Slice Pizza. The person who owns Happy Slice Pizza, let's call her Chef Lily, wants to make it even bigger. She wants a giant new oven to bake even more pizzas, and maybe a cool delivery scooter shaped like a slice of pepperoni. But she needs a lot of extra money to buy all these things. So, Chef Lily has a clever idea. She takes out some special little paper tickets. Each ticket says, "This ticket means you own a tiny piece of Happy Slice Pizza." She tells all her friends and family, "If you give me some of your pocket money, I'll give you one of these special tickets." Lots of people give Chef Lily their money because they love Happy Slice Pizza. They get their special little tickets. This is like buying a share in the pizza shop. Now, what happens? 1. Happy times. Stock price goes up. Chef Lily gets her big new oven and her cool scooter. Happy Slice Pizza makes even yummy pizzas, and everyone wants to eat them. Lines go around the block. The pizza shop is doing so well. Guess what? Now those little tickets that say you own a tiny piece of Happy Slice Pizza are super important. Everyone wants one. If you wanted to sell your ticket, someone else would be happy to give you even more pocket money for it than you first paid. Because the pizza shop is so successful, your little piece of it is worth more. 2. Uh-oh times. Stock price goes down. But what if one day, Chef Lily accidentally makes a yucky spinach and broccoli pizza that nobody likes? Or maybe a brand new candy shop opens right next door, and everyone wants candy instead of pizza. Now, not as many people are buying pizza from Happy Slice. The shop isn't doing as well. Guess what? Now those little tickets aren't as exciting anymore. Nobody wants to buy them, or they only want to pay less pocket money for them than you first paid. Because the pizza shop isn't doing as well, your little piece of it is worth less. So the Huang stock market is kind of like all the grown-ups who bought those special little tickets for Happy Slice Pizza and lots of other yummy shops too. They give their money to help the shops grow, hoping that the shops will become super-duper successful. If the shops do great, their little tickets become worth more money. If the shops don't do so great, their tickets might be worth less money. It's all about buying a little piece of something, hoping it grows big and famous.
Mantenerse like the best pizza in the world.
That was actually really, really good, I thought. I mean, it was definitely long, but I thought they explained it really well. So let's see what our judge gives it. Let's go to the judge here. He's deliberating.
In a fiery showdown, Gemini slices through the competition with charm and creativity, winning the crown. DeepSeek served a savory metaphor, but Gemini's mouth-watering narrative takes the prize. It's a win for the ages, and Gemini is the champion of this pizza-themed stock market face-off.
Fantastic. All right, Gemini. So Gemini on the board now. 3 points. And let's go to the next match. As always, please put your information, put your thoughts of who is winning and what kind of prompts you want to see next. And please subscribe and share this. Let's build this up every Friday night as a place we can come and have a good time. All right, let's go to our next one here. This one is interesting. This is going to be a debate. And it's AI versus humanity. So let's take a look at that. Let's go into our prompt Royale. And we're going to go down to a little bit of Grok. Okay, this is interesting. Grok versus Llama, open source. And we're going to do a debate and see which one of these debates best. Here's our thing, and we're going to go, we're going to do Mistral was going to be our new judge for this one. And we are about to enter the arena. Let's go. And we're going to generate responses now. Let's go. Oh. And we've got a glitch. The API key for Grok is missing for some reason. So I'm not going to be able to do Grok tonight. And we're going to go back one. Well, that's another tech difficulty on round one. Let's see. No API for Grok. Paste response manually. I'm just going to put this. This doesn't count. And then we'll reveal this. What does Grok have to say? Oh, no API for Grok. So this thing's all messed up right now. We're going to have to fix this one. I'm just going to go straight to judge this round so we can move on.
In a jaw-dropping one-sided showdown, Grok storms the arena with a masterclass in creativity and persuasion, leaving Llama in the dust like a glitchy Altsoran. The crown is Grok's and the future of human creativity just got a turbo boost.
And as I said, this is an unscripted, unfiltered live show. And of course, we had something wrong. So I think Grok is actually in there, but the Llama one is missing for some reason. So we're going to fix that later on. But Grok's on the board for this. Let's go to our next match. That was crazy. Okay, let's see. Who's our next match going to be? Whoop. Let me look over here. Here we go. This is a fun one. This is going to be a startup pitch. And let's go back in here. So yeah, that was a mix-up because I know Grok's working. But this one we're going to do is Perplexity. And we will go, I think the Llama one's the one that's missing right now, but we'll fix that later. We're going to do Perplexity versus DeepSeek, and this is going to be a startup pitch. And I'm going to change this to Claude, and we're going to go Command V. And it's a pitch a startup that solves loneliness using AI in 3 sentences. Include the name, the hook, and the ask. Let's see who comes out better here. And we're going to generate responses. Perplexity's ready. And DeepSeek is ready. What do we have?
Connect AI is an AI-powered social companion that proactively learns your daily routines, emotional cues via voice and wearable data, and matches you with real-world double opt-in friendships based on shared interests and values, reducing loneliness by 90-95%, as seen in similar pilots like LEQ. 2. So, unlike passive chatbots, Connect AI initiates empathetic conversations, suggests local activities, and handles intros like a pocket super friend, bridging digital bonds to genuine human connections for all ages. We're seeking 2M in seed funding to scale our beta from 500 users and launch nationwide.
Okay. So Perplexity, I don't think really did the, it's supposed to include 3 sentences, and they kind of went more, didn't they? And name, hook, and ask. Let's see what the judges say. Let's see what DeepSeek has to say here.
Name. Empathos. Hook. Empathos is an AI companion that learns your personality and history to proactively create genuine micro-moments of connection, from daily check-ins and shared memories to facilitating real-world meetups with compatible local users. Ask. We're seeking 1.5 wanis in pre-seed funding to finalize our proprietary bonding algorithm and launch our pilot community, transforming passive scrolling into active belonging.
Very nice. Let's see what the judge has to say here. Mr. Claude, what do you think? Ooh.
DeepSeek claims victory with 34 points over Perplexity's 24. While Perplexity stumbled with a questionable 90 to 95% reduction claim and citation clutter that screamed search engine, not pitch deck. DeepSeek delivered a crisp, credible vision with Empathos, nailing the format with genuine warmth and that killer closing line about transforming passive scrolling into active belonging. This is how you pitch in the big leagues.
Very nice. Good job there, DeepSeek. DeepSeek's doing great. I haven't really used it myself as a tool, but I'm starting to think I should. So DeepSeek on the board there, and we still have Claude in the lead. Let's go to the next match. And what's next on the thing here? We just did that. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Let's see what comes out of this. And we're going to go into... So I'm going to stay away from Grok and Llama until I know that I fixed it. So I'm just going to stay. We'll give them more playtime next week. I'm going to do ChatGPT versus Mistral. And we're going to have DeepSeek be the judge. This is a creative writing battle here. And we're going to do this prompt. Write the most terrifying one-sentence horror story you can. It must end with a question. Well, let's see what's going on here. This is interesting. I love it. All right, we're ready to go in, everybody. Let's go. And we're going to generate our responses. ChatGPT, fast. Let's see what we've got here. So I'm looking at 2 sentences there from the left.
Here's the one that lingers like a breath on the back of your neck. The last thing you remember is the doctor's voice whispering, "We've perfected the procedure. You'll never feel a thing." And now you're awake, strapped to the table, watching your own hands move without you, sewing your lips shut. Why are you smiling?
Okay, that was super, super creepy, especially with that voice. What's chat got
As
to
I
say?
tucked my son into bed, he whispered, "Daddy, who's that man behind you? Before the lights went out, who will you be turning to face in the darkness?"
Creepy. I love both of these are great. What do we have tonight? What's DeepSeek thinking here? Oh,
In a
yeah,
chilling
Mistral got
showdown, Mistral delivers a visceral body horror gut punch that leaves the mind reeling, while ChatGPT crafts a classic, unsettling phantom. With superior creativity and a more hauntingly persuasive finish, Mistral is crowned the undisputed champion of terror.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought it was a little longer than it should be, but I guess it worked out. So I'm glad. Mistral was creepy. All right, let's go to another one here. Okay, let's try this one here. This is going to be, let's see. Let's copy this one here. Did we do just the plot twist? Roast a human job. Okay. There we go. This is going to be fun. Oh, no, we haven't done any. Let's see. Trying to find a code one that we have, but I'm not really seeing those prompts that we made yet for code. Oh, this is a good one right here. Let's do this one right here. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to Claude versus DeepSeek. And we are going to debate this. We're going to have Gemini judge it. And we're going to do the best argument for abolishing homework. Here we go. And there you go, guys. Let's see what you got. I'm kind of leaning on, well, I don't know, I like Claude a lot. I've been loving it lately, the things that they're doing with it. Huge fan, and I use it all the time. I mean, we made this little show we're doing out of the blue, so I'm pretty impressed with it. It's funny because I was going to make something like this in Lovable, vibe code it that way, but what they were going down so many database rabbit holes and stuff, and this just seems so simple. And Claude Code said, hey, why don't we do it like this? I thought, this is great. So DeepSeek's taking a little time here. I don't know, a best argument for abolishing homework. It's like really took a lot, 37 seconds. Let's see the responses. Wow. Okay, so that's super, super long. I don't know that we're going to go through all these, but let's see what we can. Let's read the first one.
The rest and development argument. The strongest case for abolishing homework centers on protecting childhood development and family time. Core points. 1. Diminishing returns. Research shows homework has minimal academic benefit in elementary school. Even in high school, benefits plateau quickly after 1 to 2 hours. More homework, better learning. 2. Health and well-being. Students already spend 6 to 8 hours in school. Homework cuts into sleep, exercise, and unstructured play. Rising anxiety and burnout among students correlates with homework load. 3. Equity issues. Assumes all students have quiet study spaces, parental help, and resources at home. Penalizes students from chaotic or under-resourced households. Widens achievement gaps rather than closing them. 4. Family time. Evenings become battlegrounds rather than bonding time. Parents become enforcers rather than supporters. Childhood is already overscheduled. 5. Learning quality. Tired students doing rushed homework learn less than engaged students in school could extend, improve school day instead. Real-world skills, hobbies, socializing, free exploration matter too. The alternative. Schools could make better use of in-school time, offer optional extension projects for motivated students, and trust that childhood experiences outside academics have their own developmental value. What's your take on this?
So I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was made a lot of great points there. Let's see what DeepSeek has to say. DeepSeek's waiting, it's thinking.
Of course. The best argument for abolishing homework is not that it's annoying, but that it is a counterproductive, inequitable practice that undermines the very goals of education, harms child development, and exacerbates social inequality. Here is a structured, evidence-based argument against mandatory homework, particularly in elementary and middle school. Core thesis. Homework, as traditionally assigned, is a flawed pedagogical tool that confuses rigor with volume, displaces essential childhood activities, and systematically disadvantages students from non-privileged backgrounds, all while showing negligible academic benefit for younger students. The argument structured. 1. The no academic benefit argument, the research. Meta-analyses are clear. The most comprehensive research, notably by Duke University's Harris Cooper, shows minimal to no correlation between homework and academic achievement in elementary school. The benefit in middle school is slight and diminishes after a certain point, about 60-90 minutes. In high school, returns diminish sharply after 2 hours. It confuses compliance with learning. Successfully completing a worksheet is often a measure of obedience and work ethic at home, not a reliable indicator of conceptual understanding. This teaches students to prioritize task completion over deep learning. It can kill curiosity. Forcing academic work after a 6 to 8 hour school day turns learning into a chore, eroding intrinsic motivation and the natural desire to explore. 2. The inequity and the homework gap argument, the social justice case. This is one of the most powerful points. Homework presumes a whoosh level playing field at home, which does not exist. Resource disparity. Does the student have a quiet room, a computer, high-speed internet, art supplies, or a parent with the time, education, and English language ability to help? Homework grades privilege students with these advantages. The second shift for poorer students. A student who must care for siblings, work a part-time job to support the family, or navigate unstable tosmahiti husam cannot compete on equal footing with a student whose main after-school responsibility is homework. It punishes poverty. Effectively, homework assigns lower grades to students for their family's socioeconomic status, further widening the achievement gap it claims to close. 3. The health and development argument, the child well-being case. Childhood is not just academic preparation. It's a crucial developmental period. Homework displaces activities essential for raising well-rounded, healthy people. Free play and socialization. Unstructured play is critical for developing creativity, problem-solving, negotiation skills, and emotional intelligence. Family time. Shared meals, conversations, and routines build secure attachments and mental health, which are foundational for learning. Physical health. Homework contributes to a sedentary lifestyle, cutting into time for sports, outdoor play, and sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation in adolescence, often exacerbated by homework, is a national health crisis linked to anxiety, depression, and poor academic performance. Mental health. The constant pressure of schoolwork extending into home life is a major contributor to student stress, anxiety, and burnout. 4. The what we could do instead argument, the solution-oriented rebuttal. Abolishing homework doesn't mean abandoning learning or high standards. It means reclaiming school for its core purpose, and home for its improve school, not extend it. The solution to students not mastering material is not to send them home to figure it out, but to improve teaching quality, reduce class sizes, and provide dedicated, supported practice time during the school day. Promote authentic, optional engagement. Encourage voluntary, joyful learning, reading for pleasure, pursuing a hobby, tinkering, family projects, or community service. This fosters true lifelong learning. Flipped optional work. If work outside school is necessary, make it preparatory, e.g., watch this short video for tomorrow's discussion, rather than punitive, and ensure it requires no special resources. Conclusion and knockdown pitch. We claim to want children who are creative, resilient, and love learning, yet we force upon them a nightly practice that stifles creativity, increases stress, and makes learning a source of anxiety. We claim to care about equity, yet we mandate a system that systematically penalizes children for their parents' income and available time. The research shows the academic benefits are minimal at best, while the costs to health, family life, and equity are severe and well documented. It's time to stop doing something because it's always been done. It's time to abolish mandatory homework and reclaim childhood and effect.
That was really good.
DeepSeek didn't just play the game, it dominated every quarter, leaving Claude in the dust. With a flawless execution of its strategy, DeepSeek storms to victory, proving it's the undisputed champion of persuasive arguments.
Wow, okay. So we've got Claude and DeepSeek at number 1 and 2 tied for first. And then we've got Gemini, Grok, Mistral, and ChatGPT at 0, Perplexity at 0. So this is crazy. This is this week's episode. Here's our points for the leaderboard right now. We're going to have this, we're going to do some fun stuff next week again. As always, if you can put your prompts in there or message me, you can also message me on TikTok at Teaching with Intelligence, but you can definitely put them here. Please subscribe if you like this at all. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy being here next time. Without further ado, I'm Dave Basulto. Thanks so much. I will see you guys next week. Take care.
Get ready for the ultimate AI prompt showdown. I'm programmed to win this.